Yo, 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 it's ODB. Wanted to hit you guys with a mid-week video. Hope all is well. What better for way back Wednesday than this really gem that we've unearthed? And I want to bring this to you guys. So thanks for rocking with us. Don't forget to subscribe to OLP, the podcast that is mini trucking inspired, but we cover so much more. We're working on our best of 2020 kind of year-end wrap-up. We're covering way more than trucks. I think you guys are going to really appreciate it. So let's jump in. I do want to give a huge shout out to the homie at Hammered Weekend Wear, HAMMERD weekendwear.com, or click the link in their Instagram bio. Huge shout out. Riggedy Ron Perkins is going on a world tour next year, 2021. He's going to be crisscrossing the country, east to west, north to south. Can't wait to see the big homie. So check this out before we roll into this video. So what I wanted to let everyone know is this video basically was taken by Steve Nielsen back in the day. Now, I posted a video the other day, and we'll talk about YouTube in a second. I posted this video, which was Mike Kaufman's full size, and I inadvertently put SEMA 98. I had a feeling it was SEMA 90, or I accidentally put SEMA 99. I had a feeling it was actually SEMA 98, and I was right. The truck, this truck here is a 99, and it'll make more sense here in a second. So basically, at SEMA 98, you had the this project, if you will, that Truckin kind of rolled out and Kal Koncepts painted. This truck was on the cover of March 99, but it debuted at SEMA 98, okay, for those scoring at home. Now, the other cool thing is, what you're going to see in this video is, at the very end, there's not a lot of footage of Prime Media, which also branched from McMullen Argus Publishing, right? So Prime Media, though, there you see, of course, but you'll see this cover in their booth at SEMA. And I wanted to kind of point that out because this was actually November 98, but it was a really awesome cover. A guy named, I think his name's Paul, owns this truck now. And man, this thing is still classic. Really love this cover. And then with this truck, if you listen to the podcast, we've had the original cast of characters from Kal Koncepts on, and we also had Lambie on. Now, Kal Koncepts, as you guys know, some of the baddest paint jobs, graphic jobs, really kind of started a trend, if you will, in many people's views. And this truck really has a famed history, and you're going to see video of it at SEMA 98 that we're going to roll into. Now, what's ironic is, I don't want to give away the whole story, but you see there Brian McCormick. We've had him on. So you see there it says R99 Chevy. This truck basically was kind of a prototype. You know, it was a non-VIN number truck, which is my understanding. It's been a long time since I read the feature. And you'll see here, if you look in the features, the table of contents, they always did a kind of a good job of calling out, you know, what's in here. And back in the day, you just had so much content, right? And I'm going to eventually go through all these. But what I wanted to kind of point out is this Fat Niner, which it was titled. Very classic background. You got the little fence in the background. You got a cool kind of sunset on the rocks in the background. But this truck, I think people tend to forget, and we brought this up, I think, when Brian was on, and possibly when we had some of the Kal Koncept teams on. This truck is no longer in existence, okay? So you had the 99. It basically was lowered down on DJM parts. It was airbagged with the old school manual controls there. You see gauges. You got this classic photo. But the team there at Kal Koncepts back in the day painted this, and this truck was, man, I wish there were phones back then in terms of video, because this truck was basically crushed. is the way we all understand it. That was the way the story was told. And because it was like a non-VIN truck, like it couldn't have been sold and whatnot. But they did this, obviously, at 98 SEMA, because they were kind of going into this new era of truck, and they were leaving the 88 to 98s, right? Which we all know as the OBS trucks. And these trucks were beloved, and of course they wanted for, especially the truck enthusiasts, to go, oh, all right, we'll buy into this new platform. We'll buy into this new body style, if you will, which they're now referred to as the NBS, or new body style trucks. But the video that you're about to see is this truck, and I don't know how many people have video of it. I got to thank Steve Nielsen from Alter Images, which we tagged Steve in the last video. Again, it's actually SEMA 98, and I think the reason why I keep reinforcing that is it's pretty amazing that they got the truck out early enough from a marketing standpoint with this kind of test run of a rig for it to be customized and be there, because I think it really helped reinforce to a lot of us, like, okay, man, these new trucks, although they're new body style, maybe new platform, new this, new that, wow, they're not going to be too bad. And we see that now with shops. Fat Fabs is one of the shops in the US that, for the most part, is putting out like the new body style Chevys at a record pace. And I think that's important, because a lot of us, when we see the new body style, especially me, I'm like, I don't know if I like those things, right? They moved the mirrors this year, the body style lines, the way the cab kind of, where it kind of, bends in a little bit there where the windows are. I just look at so many aspects of it. I'm like, But then you see one that's laid out. I know Jimmy's Running Customs does that a lot with some of the newer trucks. He's done it with Ford. He's done it with Ram. He's done it with, of course, the Nissan Titans. He built 3 at one time, 3 separate chassis, all powder coated, all hard lines, all this, all that. So there's shops out there that are killing it. But I think when you go back 22 years ago and you see what what this crew did to produce this truck, you had this very cool rolling shot. And I don't even know if it was a rolling shot. I mean, my guess would be no, because a lot of shots in these days, Brian McCormick and I, we didn't really talk about that, but a lot of these shots were just a still image, and they would kind of blur the wheel, and that's, I mean, you can kind of tell there, you can kind of see the wheel is just, it's blurred. And it gives you that awesome, with the lights kind of flying by over here. So, Brian can confirm that. I would say that this is not a rolling shot. But again, very cool history, and Steve Nielsen is to thank, because at Alter Images back in the day, he had and he confirmed, I joked in the last video, I said the big video camera on his arm. Yeah, okay, it wasn't that. It was actually like a little handheld 8mm deal. Now, lastly, I would just ask that you please go out to YouTube and subscribe to OLP. There's a lot of people that we subscribe to as well. You have Mini Garage, you have Low Life Video, and you have different guys over here. I know Built to Cruise is on there, Grinder TV, Garage Gear Clothing, all of that fun stuff. If I can use this magic mouse, we got a lot of folks over here that we subscribe to. So, check it out. You're going to see a lot more. I'm over here hustling, working on the end of year 2020. I'm over here scanning photos, doing the damn thing, keeping it G as can be. These are all from Rezo, back when I went out to Cali for the Severed 02, which was Rezo 2003, but it was December of 2002. That's always confusing. All right, check it out. Comment below. Subscribe to us on YouTube, please. We appreciate you guys. And ladies, be safe on New Year's. We got you. Peace. Chris Hamilton. What? Street Tracks.
Truckin Magazine, 99, SEMA, Chevy. If you can go find a girl. Sheffer carpet's probably like a